So this is the question that I want you to answer. But really, there are lots of ways to frame the question. You know, I'm connected to I know I'm connected to my country, or I know my nation, or I know I'm connected to my culture because I feel X, or I do Y, or something like that, to where you just you're in it.
So, I'm Mac. You may remember me from class we had at the beginning of the semester. I disagree with DEI completely. I think it's...
Oh, wait, hang on. Don't go there. No, you don't want to hear that. We'll talk about that. Okay. Just tell me what you see, like what it is.
One thing that makes me feel connected to my country is service.
Service.
Yeah. Like military, law enforcement.
Okay.
Whether it's my family or my birth family, like... There's military throughout both ends. Like my blood ancestors came over at the time of the French and Indian War, fought in that war and were granted land. And then my ancestors fought in the American Revolution. I don't know if anybody fought in the Civil War, but my mom's father, my papa, he was in the Marines during Vietnam. My great uncle, he served in Vietnam. My great uncle, he served in World War II. So just all throughout, just red, white, and blue, die for your country.
Dude, what's interesting is, okay, so what you're saying is, I'm connected to my country through military service, right? Yeah. And, it's, in other words, for your family, it's a big part of your culture.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of families don't have anybody in the family that's ever been in the military at all.
Yeah, my cousin Peter, he's still in the... I always get it mixed up. He's not in the Navy, but he does stuff with... He does stuff with submarine bases in Alaska right now. And then my cousin Brian, he served in Afghanistan. He was actually in a huge IED explosion, killed like everyone but him and 5 guys. And he's gone through some struggles. He doesn't have any physical disabilities from it now, but I mean, he's doing great. He has his own construction business. It's awesome.
Dude, so the thing that strikes me, what's really interesting that you're saying this, is because people, first off, outside the U.S., oftentimes, there are a lot of countries around the world for whom military service is a big part of their families in the military, right? But, I mean, generations. But here, there are so many sectors of the populations, it's like full military, and that's the way they really connect to the country, which is kind of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks, Don.
Sweet.
I'm connected to my culture or my countries. I'm Dominican and Colombian, by the way, so I feel connected because I dance to their music and I listen to their music.
Wait, so it's through music?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean? Do you dance like in a group or a team, or just do you dance?
Like more like family parties, like the type of music that they play is like bachata, merengue, like salsa. Like it's that type of stuff. So I feel really connected because I know how to dance to it.
So listen, man. So set this up here for someone who's never been to a Colombian or a Dominican party or a wedding or something like that. You know, like you can go to a wedding and the music will start playing and slowly people might like get up to dance. But when the first song kicks in and like explain what happens.
Yeah, so right? Especially I've had lots of experiences going to quinceañeras. So when they start playing the bachata, it's like everybody has an excuse to start dancing. Like they just grab anybody that they want to dance with, and then it's all just like very cultural, you know?
Yeah, like if you were in a room with this many people and bachata comes on or salsa or merengue or something, everybody would just boom, everyone gets out of their seat. Like, does anyone not dance except just the 90-year-olds?
No, pretty much everybody dances.
Yeah. So when you say, the reason, now I'm bringing that in because when you say you're really into music and dance in particular, it's not like what it would be from my culture growing up, that I could go to a wedding or wherever, some gathering, a party, and the music would start and people would be sitting. Like for you, for you, it's just boom, you are in.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. So which side are you more connected to, your Colombian or Dominican side, do you
That's
think?
a good question. Oftentimes people say that I look more Dominican than Colombian, so I guess I look more Dominican, but I visit Colombia more often because more of my Dominican family already lives in like New Jersey and New York, so I see them here. But I go to both countries pretty often.
Yeah. Okay, so cool. Through dance. That's awesome.
This question is interesting because I feel connected to like different parts of my culture. I feel like I'm Panamanian American, but I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. So I feel like when it comes to like my family, I'm connected to the culture through food, through like she was saying, music, salsa, but also through like the celebrations. Like the Panamanian parade in New York is like there's a traditional traditional clothing, the polleras that like my cousins wear, my aunts wear, and we go out, we celebrate the bands and everything. That's really a big part of the culture.
Dude, and everybody wears las polleras, right?
Yeah, everyone from my grandmother, everybody.
Dude, I got stuck in that parade one time, and not stuck, but in New York, actually. Yeah, it was cool.
It's amazing. But on the other side, I'm also like, because of school and like where I grew up, I'm really connected to like the New York culture. Whether it be like, playing basketball, whether it be the music or the food. So I think those are like the two parts of the culture that like I resonate with.
So is there like a New York Hispanic culture that's kind of unique, like kind of like the New Yorkers, the Puerto Rican culture in New York?
Yeah, it's different. I remember like we talked a lot about gringos. It's just like a lot of the people there are gringos. We're all just we are Hispanic, but we're in the United States. So like, I feel like it's a separate culture than the actual countries.
Okay. All right. So you're connected to your roots in Panama by nature of like the gatherings,
right?
Different events that happen, like the parade,
right?
And people really look forward to that parade every year.
I missed it this year because I was here.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Like people don't understand that people don't necessarily see if they're not part of it. If there's a parade, say in New York or LA, Chicago, whatever, it's a major event. Yeah, people plan for.
You have to close the roads. The police have to block it off. It's really big.
Yeah.
So there's kind of three ways that I feel really connected to my culture. So
what, Scranton?
Scranton.
Yeah. The culture of Scranton?
No, not really. Because I've lived there maybe a total of 7 years my entire life.
Okay.
But
wait, what's your culture? Like, what are you connected to in particular? Like, what culture?
I'd say like Black American culture.
Okay. All right.
Jamaican, and then like Midwestern, because that's why I grew up in the Midwest. So,
dude, how is Midwest? What do you see as? Okay, I'm gonna just stick with Midwestern culture for a second. What is Midwestern culture to you?
I feel like it's a lot of like farms. Have you ever been in a corn pit before?
Yeah,
like,
corn pit?
Yeah, like whenever you go to what is it? Like not a parade. Oh, the county fair.
Yeah,
you go to the county fair, and then they'll have like these big like vats of dried corn. It's like a ball pit.
Yeah.
But it feels nicer because like it's not sticky. It like slides right off you. It has like a nice pressure to it. It's really comfy. It has a good sound. The corn pits.
Wait, what do you do in the corn pit?
You play in the corn pit.
You just play?
Yeah. Like,
Seriously?
It's like a ball pit, but with corn.
Oh, damn! All right.
It's like it's little kernels. It's not a whole cob of corn. Yeah. But like sometimes late at night when it's really windy on campus, I'll have my window open so we can get ventilation in our room. And I can tell like whenever they're taking care of the lawn because you can smell the manure. And then it like makes me think of my childhood.
Oh yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. I got that. I have the same thing. So you're interesting because you have these different cultures that you're
Yeah.
connected to. So like, and you're connected to them for different reasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because,
All
like,
right.
I guess the Midwest, it's where I grew up. And then Jamaican and Black American, that's like my family.
Yeah, got you. All right. What connects you to Jamaican culture besides jerk chicken?
Well, my dad is Jamaican, and I will say jerk chicken is a really big part of it.
Yeah.
Because I can smell it when he's making it. Like, the smell fills up the whole house.
Yeah.
It's just like this warm scent. It's delicious. It's amazing. And then whenever I go to my grandma's house, I can like tell what's for dinner. Because, like, if she's making ackee and saltfish, you can smell the salt. The saltfish smells really strongly.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a great scent, but it tastes really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
if she's making like chicken foot soup, you can also smell that one. It's just, it's the smells and the sounds, I think.
So for you, you're Jamaican by nature of food and really unique foods.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I don't really have a country or like I'm not really connected to my family's culture, but I feel very connected to this area because I grew up here. And
When you say this area, what do you mean?
State College and like everywhere around it, I
Yeah.
guess. But
So when you have all these, what's the difference between you and students who come here from outside of State College?
I've seen a lot of things like come and go, especially like
Yeah.
restaurants or landmarks. And well, my mom was actually an RA when she was pregnant, so I literally grew up in Penn State and State College.
Yeah, got you. So for you, there's just this kind of deep. Do you feel connected to actually Penn State or the region?
Both.
Yeah.
Without trying to, just like instinctually, if I hear Ohio or Michigan, I just wince.
Yeah, I got you.
So-
All right.
But yeah.
What's your ancestry, by the way?
Half European, half Nigerian.
Uh-huh.
But I don't really feel close to either, I guess, because I didn't really grow up with either side of my family
Yeah,
much.
got you. Yeah, no, you just grew up here in State College.
Yeah.
And no, this is what's really interesting. You grew up in Happy Valley, and in Happy Valley, like you grew up here. Like the rest of you come here, people who come here to go to school, not the rest, because there are a lot of other people. You come here to go to school, but there are people who grow up here, and you're one of them, and you're just here from Central Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I've never really known anywhere else.
Yeah.
So.
That's so cool, man. That's very cool.